Dr. Tan, very pleasure to have you today here with us. You're one of the rare government bureaucrats, ex-government bureaucrats, who has sat across both sides of the table extensively. And Singapore did not begin its journey in innovation or entrepreneurship, encouraging this anytime in the past 5 years. We started 20 over years ago, right, from the first computerization plan all the way to NSTB, NCB, and what it is today. It will be helpful for the community to probably hear from you some insights, because we're mostly, none of us here are older than a particular age that I can't ascertain right now, but we're all quite young. And we don't have the institutional knowledge that has been retained from the past to today. It might help set the tone as well for some of the questions that are to come. So if you can share some lessons learned, things that could have been done better, or learn from it, think right, wrong, whatever, right? So go for it. Good way to get started.
Well, thank you. Well, before I answer a question from James, let me first say that I'm very grateful to Gwen and Pigeonhole Cafe for hosting this function here, giving the chance to meet with all of you. This is a new experience for me. When this was arranged, I wasn't quite sure what to expect or what I was expected to do, but I'm sure that it's an informal sort of fireside chat and in a very relaxed environment, although I don't think that one can be quite relaxed with all the lights shining on us.
I'm blinded.
But I'll try and keep it as short as possible, and if you have any follow-up questions, I'll be quite happy to answer them. But coming back to the point which you raised, James, about myself and why I got involved in entrepreneurship, I've had a varied career in government as well as in the private sector in many fields. I find that very enriching because you look at issues from both sides. I mean, from the private sector, it's more like the focus on your own company, as all of you are doing. On the public sector, one has to take a broader view. And in a sense, I think this has helped me a lot in my work as a minister, because I can see it from both sides. I've had the experience of meeting a deadline, meeting payroll, meeting of profit, and the pressures are very different. Why have I been involved in entrepreneurship for so long? And this has been the case since the 1980s. It's because I feel that for Singapore to grow and thrive, and for our own society, you need a variety of enterprises here. You need what I call an ecosystem. Not only big companies, MNCs, which are very important, not only small local companies, the traditional trading companies, property companies, but also new startups, and where young people can test out their ideas and hopefully see them bloom. I think that all this makes for a much richer society in Singapore. It also makes, I think, for a more interesting Singapore. And as our country evolves, people will want to do different things. Some will want to continue in the traditional paths, either go into business or go into one of the professions, medicine or law. But there'll be other people who are willing to take a risk. And I'm happy that from a time when we had the National Science and Technology Board till now, through its various manifestations, I've always encouraged entrepreneurship. No matter which ministry which I've been, I've tried to take a special interest in it. And besides the other point also, it enables me to meet with young people, and I think that's always good, and that's always very interesting. I must say that it's been gratifying to see how startups have evolved between 1980 to now. Now we have a very active scene in Singapore. We've got venture capitalists, we have got incubators. It's been a big change. And I think the social mood has changed now. Parents are more willing now to allow their children to try out new things in spite of the risks. And I think this is what Singapore needs, and we should encourage this environment if we are going to continue to progress.